Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we went and took a look around the western side of Riverrod Province. Cleared out a few of the Sonarity, found an area with some undead that we couldn't go through, found a hidden passage that we couldn't go into, and we're told a bit about the Sonarity Fort and how to get in. But I'm going to explore a bit elsewhere first, because I feel we should. And it looks like we happen to stumble across this mine over here. I don't know anything about it, I don't know why it's here, I don't know, well, just about anything, so we'll investigate. Okay, the guards don't have anything to say here. A beautiful woman surrounded by armor sits in the chair in front of you. She looks rather worried. Can we enter the mine? No, sorry, but you can't. Unless you have an Empire order or some sort of a permit. You look at her with begging eyes. I said you can't! You leave it at that. What's wrong with the mine? She looks at you with horror in her eyes. A few days ago, the workers found some sort of a passage down. They came to a strange wall. They decided to blow it up, the idiots. They opened some sort of a crypt. What crypt was it? I don't know. It was a nightmare. Apparently the Sonarity. I take it you are familiar with them? Yes, we know them already. Ah, that's good. And I don't have to waste my time talking about them. Now tell us more about the mine, please. Ah, yes, where was I? Well, they were doing some ceremony in that crypt or temple or whatever it was. Many deaths. Almost all workers were killed. A tear drops on her polished armor. Okay, so it seems we might not actually be able to enter the mine. When you try to walk down into the mine, the guards who guard the entrance stop you. Sorry, fellas, can't enter it. You stumble back. Okay. Well then, let's try taking a look this way. What's this? You stand at the entrance of a mine. Many people are working inside the mine, hacking away on stones. You look at one of the miners. He is busy hacking a stone loose. The stone finally falls. It's a diamond. So this is one of the Riverrod diamond and crystal mines. That's good to know. This must be... That's probably the Empire HQ that was mentioned. Filberton South, Riverrod Border East, Empire HQ North. And everything else to the west. Alright, let's take a look at the Empire HQ. Why not? Interesting that they've got this big pit dug here. Yeah, we can look around. That's what I do. And of course, there's nothing outside here. Guard hits soldier. The hell was that about? I think something was accidentally made hostile. Now several soldiers are dead. And I don't know why. Oh. Well, that happened. I guess one of the soldiers was hostile when he shouldn't have been. That's a bit of a bother. How come we didn't see it before? Oh, there's an upstairs for this place, too. There's a small hill in this corner of the fort. A young priest is standing on it. He seems to be cutting up sheep. This is the religious corner of the fort, you presume, with a small altar to banish the unwanted souls. This young priest takes care of the altar and the hill the altar is built on. The sand is dry and warm, while the altar cold and wet of blood. Not too long ago, a sheep was probably sacrificed. Can we help you with anything? He turns around when he hears you. Oh! Oh my God, sorry you startled me. I'm Brother Duck. Help me? No thanks, unless you want to clean the blood off the altar. You back away. Thought so. Can we get some information about this place? Well, of course. He seems happy to talk to somebody. What do you require assistance with? Can you teach us anything? He walks closer to you. Well, I can teach you potion recipes and the like. Care to learn a few? A priest making potions? You didn't see this before. Usually magi make the potions and such. Yes, please. We'd like to learn some potions recipes. Why not? Spend the coin. We've got more than we need. That's a nice altar. Thanks. I got it as a present on my 18th birthday. My parents said I should become a priest, so here I am. He smiles, although this all sounds a bit weird. So, what do you pray for? What god, I mean? He keeps smiling. Well, isn't that obvious? He points at the blood. I pray for the life of these soldiers, and there's one goddess to pray to when that's your goal. You stare blankly at him. The goddess Ea, of course. Who's the goddess Ea? You've never heard of her? He looks surprised and astonished, like somebody has just hit him with a box of rotten vegetables. Ea is one of the Sumerian gods. The Sumerians are a civilization which is long extinct. So why pray to a god of which the civilization is extinct? He looks a little irritated. Do I really have to tell you that? Fine, I'll tell it then. I pray to Ea as she wears a nice hat, okay? Any more stupid questions? So you pray to her by slaughtering sheep? You point at the blood on the altar. Yes, that's right. I heard the goddess Ea loved meat of sheep, you see. Now I give her her favorite meal every day. And you see that nothing bad happened to these soldiers as yet. So where do you get the sheep to sacrifice from? He points at an enclosed part of the courtyard. Several sheep walk around in it. There's where they come from. When there are no sheep anymore, new ones are brought in. So why don't you just eat them? Eat them? He is angry that you have the courage to even say that. Of course we can't eat them. Then Ea will be hurt. I can't do that. He turns away from you, angry. Okay then. That's a thing. That's a barracks. Another hostile guard. There we go. Jeez. I think this could use a little bit of bug testing here. Alright, let's take a look at the barracks. Why don't we? We'll give out some healing, just in case we encounter another hostile guard. The dining hall of the lower fort is roomy and quite nice. 2 fires burn in the corner and 2 bookshelves provide books to read. Let's see. Oh hey, the lusty Fioran maid. I guess even the guards need some, entertainment. Another barracks. This man looks quite pleased to see you. He smiles and his eyes sparkle with pleasure. Could we get some information, please? The man looks up at you and grins. Information? About what, if I may ask? About how things are going here. His grin fades away and he starts to think. In the end, he looks at you and starts to speak. The Sonati, they ruined this whole province. No, things have gone very bad lately. There are more and more Sonati, and we have no idea where they come from. I suggest you speak with the chief of the fort. He's up the stairs. How about the food? He looks at his fish. Oh, the food is strange. Because the Sonati managed to scare away travelers and also merchants, the wizards at Filberton tried to create food. They didn't succeed very well. You stare at him and ask him what's the problem with this fish. It tastes like fish mixed with chicken. That is something you can't call a success, can you? Well, unless you're a cat. Yes, cats seem to like this food, but the people here don't. You try a bit of the fish, and it's indeed not very tasty. So, how are you? He is surprised that you asked that question. How I am? What a stupid question that is. I'm extremely upset. What else? You go away. You don't like to get lectures from people you don't know. Alright, nothing else there. And what's in here? Kitchen. Another hostile guard! The smell in the kitchen is great. You can stand here for some time, only to just smell all those wonderful scents, but you have to move on. This woman is working hard to supply the fort with food. As there are lots of soldiers here, the cooking takes long and hard working days. You leave her alone as to not take her out of her concentration. Interesting design for the kitchen, but okay. To the walls. We were on the walls before. Here are the Empire headquarters' archives. A wizard is sitting in the chair to your right, waiting to help somebody out. While waiting, he reads papers and letters. This wizard is in charge of the archive. He sits and waits patiently while reading recently arrived bills and letters.
Oh, good day, young fellow. Can I help you?
What is your job?
I am the keeper of the archives. I look after them, deal with bills and such. I also look after recently arrived letters and make sure everybody gets their letter. Maybe you can also call me a sort of postman.
Well, is there a letter for us? He looks at you, one eyebrow pulled higher than the other.
Sorry, but you don't work here. I only give letters to the ones who work here. If there's anything specific you want, ask me or search the shelves.
You walk to the archives, but the wizard at the door calls you back.
Sorry, but you can't go in there. You must have my permission. If you get somebody to sign a note that says you have permission, show me the note first.
He starts reading his letters and bills again when he remembers something.
Wait, you can also ask me to get something for you, if it is necessary, but you have to have a good reason.
Okay, then. Who's this? You walk to the table and sit in front of the man. He is reading a scroll. He sees you.
Would you mind going, please? I don't want to talk.
As he asked it kindly, you leave. Okay. Well then. Here. Storerooms. These are the storerooms that sign said. We can take whatever we want from here, if there's anything in here that we can take, or wish to take, of which there appears to be nothing. What about in this one? Oh look, wine. Bolt of fire scroll, that's useless. Healing potions. Sure, take them. And not really anything else. Not much in these storerooms, is there? Ah, more storerooms. Some bread. Crude short sword. Huh, I can just right-click twice and it'll let me look in. Didn't realize that. That appears to be everything, so let's go upstairs. The upper part, where all important commanders and such live, is much more beautiful than the lower part. Not only is there a wooden floor, but the walls, made of marble, are nicer too. Again I beat you, stupid game. This priestess is playing a game of chess. She doesn't look pleased, not at all. When you approach, she starts screaming at you. You decide it may be better to leave. This mage is playing chess against an angry high priestess. The mage, on the other hand, looks pleased, although you don't know why. He appears to be losing. You decide not to disrupt his concentration, and you leave. This guard is wearing armor from top to bottom. You can't think how the poor man breathes within his box made of iron and bronze. You leave him. After all, he is an Empire guard, and you don't want to mess with him. This man, dressed in elegant robes, sits at his table and does nothing, except occasionally staring out of the window and drinking a cup of tea. Hello, sir. He looks up at you. After just a glance at you, he carefully inspects you from top to bottom. When he is done, he talks.
Hi. Do I know you or something? What is the problem?
Should there be a problem?
Well, of course not, but one never knows. Want a cup of tea?
You shake your heads. He seems slightly disappointed. Could you tell us where the head of this fort is? He puts down his cup and looks at you.
Why? Why does nobody want to listen to me?
We'll listen if it doesn't take too long.
Thank you so much. You see, not long ago I got this package. On it was written in large friendly letters, "Shut the hell up." I was angry then, but it seemed to be the title of a game, that is all.
Weird. Anyway, can you now tell us where the head of the fort is?
Well, of course. Go through the corridor to the north and enter at the last door to the right.
You thank him and leave. I like that. I like how you can actually see, okay, that sign says nothing. I like how you can actually see the lower level. You enter a room in chaos. Everywhere is covered in paper. A man with his hands in his hair is sitting at his desk. It seems something important has gone very wrong. Oh dear. This nicely dressed man looks frustrated. He has his hands in his hair and papers are scattered all over the room. It is in complete chaos. What happened here? He now looks at you and he doesn't seem very pleased with that question.
What? Who are you guys? I didn't call for you, did I?
No, sir, you didn't, but we saw all these papers, so we thought...
What papers?
You point to the floor.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, there are some problems here. I'm sorry, but you can't help me.
Are you sure we can't help? The man grabs a paper from his desk and quickly writes something on it. He then shows it to you. On it is written in large, friendly letters, "No, now go away." The man throws the paper away and says,
"Is it clear now? Go!"
If I may ask, what is your problem? Disturbed, he takes his hands out of his hair and stares at you.
What? Yes, of course, you may ask. Last week, you see, my wife gave labor. However, the Senati kidnapped her, and now I'm trying to figure out how to get her back.
Tears drop on his clothes, making them all wet. The man looks really anxious. You don't believe you can't help him, though. We can help you find her, you know.
You can?
His mouth falls open in amazement. He quickly closes it.
You can!
He starts smiling. He stands up from his chair and starts shaking his head while screaming,
"Oh, thank you,"
50 times. After that, he sits down and looks at you.
The Senati took her to their fort, and then she disappeared. I really don't know where she is. However, I'm confident you'll find her in time.
Definitely do what we can. Oh, look. A couple scrolls among all the other papers here. Not that we can take them, but still. Alright, what's in this one? Alright. Okay, this is just another relieved soldier. Actually, the man in this room wears armor. You assume he is some kind of a general. His room is quite nice, too, although you might be able to get to know important things from this man. He doesn't seem very eager to talk. Hello, can we help with something?
Oh, who are you guys?
You tell him who and why you are here.
Oh, I see. Well, if you can defeat a complete army, I can give you some sort of quest.
Sure we can. He pulls his left eyebrow up.
Yeah, sure you can. Please don't lie to me. Lie to my cat, not to me. Now go, you've kept me from my work long enough.
Well, we could certainly try. This is the room of the head of the fort. He is a man dressed in a long sort of dress. He sits at a desk writing all kinds of things. He must be very important and powerful. This is the chief of the Empire headquarters of Riverrod Province. He is a smallish man with an enormous mouth. You gather that is the reason he became chief of this place. What do you know about the problems here? The man looks up from his work and takes his glasses off. He quietly looks at you, after which he opens his mouth. A stream of loudly spoken words flows out of it.
What about it? Everything! What do you want to know?
Tell us about the ones causing it. The mouth shuts for a moment, then opens, getting even bigger.
The Senati, you mean? It's better to go to a mage, Flanagan, I think he is called. He lives in Pleasantville. He knows more about them.
How about the army?
What army? Oh, you mean the soldiers here and in Fort Filbert? Not much, actually. They all wish they weren't soldiers, of course, but we can't change that, can we? Well, we can, but we don't want to.
Why? What is so bad about being a soldier?
Usually nothing, but with the Sonati, who are very dangerous, people just want to flee this place. If something bad happens, we'll lose all remaining inhabitants. They'll all flee away at a certain point, I fear.
How did these Sonardi come here anyway? His face turns very serious now.
That is the question. We don't know. If we had known, everything would be a lot easier. We need a band of adventurers, actually.
Now he smiles and looks at you with great pleasure. We already started investigating, you know. He looks surprised.
You did? Why didn't I hear anything about it then? That is strange. I shall speak to the Empire Liaison in Vartan at once. If you will excuse me, I'll be back in 3 days.
Sure you will. The Empire Liaison, who is not actually here. Well, okay then. That's dealt with. Nothing else to do in here, so I guess we can leave. Alright. We know there's another town to the south. Oh, that's actually the eastern edge here. Fascinating. And it's dark again. I don't like the dark. Go away. Huh. Doesn't look like there's actually anything up here. Oh well, no biggie. Okay. That looks like it's the eastern way out of here. No, I don't want to leave yet. And that leads south to the other town we heard about. Interesting. Seems to be a bit of a barrier preventing us from getting there any other way except down the road. Fascinating. South Filverton, North Empire HQ. It's been defaced a bit, but we can still read it. Okay. Yeah, I'm running along the border here, so what? It's interesting the way they have the wall around the entire bloody province. Yes, Sir Sumi, I'm running through the forest trying to find my way to revealing everything. This hill was made recently. The tower on top is obviously even newer. Can say a lot of things about the people in Riveron, but they do care about their safety. For obvious and good reason. And it looks like that's the town of Filverton. Okay then. You know what? Okay, that's the same kind of thing. You know what? I don't think we have enough time to go through Filverton, so we're gonna do that in the next episode. I'll let this episode be a bit shorter because of it, but it's no big deal. So next, actually, we got some time. Let's investigate. I mean, yeah, let's investigate. 10 minutes! We'll do what we can in the 10 minutes we have. Don't want that to happen. Is that actually too close? Yeah, it was too close. Come on already! No, I want to... There we go, that's where I wanted to go. This is Filverton's small bazaar. You can buy all kinds of stuff here if you wish. The prices seem reasonable. This stall here is filled with nice little things, clothing and herbs. The saleswoman looks like a friendly, helpful person. Good day, may we see your wares? Stuff, things, and my husband. Okay. Nothing we need to buy. Energy elixirs. I take it back. Buy those. Buy those. These are interesting wares. She smiles. Oh, thanks. I did my best to collect them, and now I sell them. They aren't expensive, so want to buy something? She keeps smiling with an unconfident smile. This woman is quite pleased with herself. She looks around, and when she sees her unfortunate neighbor, the one selling all kinds of stuff, she grins evilly. Why are you so pleased? She notices you now and grins. See that man there, the one selling gauntlets and lockpicks and that sort of stuff? We are enemies. I'm especially pleased that he doesn't sell anything while my shop is almost empty. That doesn't sound very nice. Again, she grins. But of course, I'm a very unfriendly person. But anyway, would you want to buy something? My pole weapons are the finest weapons in Riverrod. I bet, but we don't need it. The man behind the stall is quite depressed. You look at his table and it is filled to the top with arrows and stuff. It's clear that almost nobody buys anything. How's business? The man isn't pleased with that question. He looks at you and says, How does it look? My stall is filled to the top. Nobody buys anything. Just a thought, but maybe you shouldn't look so depressed. What? The man is getting angrier by the minute. How am I supposed to look happy when business is going down like a giant trying to swim? Maybe you should try lowering your prices. Lower my prices? I would if I could, but I can't. The man checks his price list a second time. The prices are kind of high indeed, but I can't do anything about it. Are you going to buy something or just keep talking? Oh, I'm not going to buy anything. Looks like he sells the same thing as the other guy. Or the woman, whatever it was. This man has his own little stall on the small Filberton Bazaar. Weapons, bows, arrows, and armor are spread all over the tables, which form his stall. Do you have any weapons or archery for sale? He does. Nothing we need. He's got steel arrows, though. Could we buy some armor, please? The armor is of good quality. All a bit old. Nothing we need. Well, thank you anyway. Let's see places soon. Ooh! This woman is trying to sell all kinds of things. Rubies, crude swords, even scrolls. Doesn't look like she has many customers, though. Hello, my good lady. Can we buy something? A wide variety, nothing we need. What are you doing? Trying to sell stuff, can't you see? She is already touchy, as almost nobody buys anything. It's a pity, as the woman looks quite nice. What's this? City Hall! Okay, we'll be going there last, I think. Enter from the top this time. About this way, and we can explore the rest of this. Ah! You know what, it's fine. So what does it say? Welcome to Filberton, City of Holy Lands. Filberton Police Department, and Filberton Royal School of Magery. Well, let's take a look at these buildings over on the east first. Who are you? The man sits in his chair and eats his fish, but jumps up and draws a sword when you come walking straight into his private house. Who the hell are you? Can we help you with something? Well, as a matter of fact, you know, if you do a certain thing for me, I might give you a very useful present as a reward. What is this reward you speak of? He smiles. No. First do the quest, then get the reward, not the other way around. So what do you want me to do? He walks to the closet and takes a small map out of it. Here. Ah, yes, go to the Riverrod Marshes. Try to find a secluded tunnel. Hydras live there. I want you to go there and bring me 3 Hydra heads. That is your mission. Now go, and may the force of chickens be with you. He puts the map back and starts eating his chicken like fish. Oh yes, be sure to take red Hydra heads and not the blue or green ones. Well, you know, kill a single Hydra and I'll get 3 Hydra heads. As you walk onwards, you suddenly hear shouting and clanging of armor and weapons. The sounds come from the direction of the Empire headquarters. It may be a very wise decision to see what's happening. Clanging of armor and weapons. Let's take a look. Oh! This road leads to the Empire HQ. You're on your way to the Empire HQ, or at least you're passing by when something disturbing is happening. The forest is quiet. Nothing moves. Dust floats through the air towards you. As you walk on, the dust slowly fades and you see the Thralny-Empire conflict has reached a breaking point. A massive army has gathered in front of the Empire HQ. You decide to wait and see what happens. It would be foolish to just charge in. Then you hear calls and cries. Oh no. That looks serious. Let's stay here and wait until it's over. I agree. Me too. Today is the day the Empire shall pay for ruining Riverrod and banning me and my followers. The Empire shall regret the day they came to attack the thraldom. Follow me, my soldiers, into the fight of your life. Hee! The moment is finally here. Thralny stands in front of our castle gates. If he thinks he can crush the Empire powers, then he is mistaken. Yea! Silence! We shall crush him and his army. We'll find his hideout. We'll destroy Riverrod. Yea! Follow me, and may God be with us. Yee! Let's get them! Stay behind the walls! Yes, sir! You look at the parties, both standing with a wall in between them. The silence is oppressive as a big stone on your shoulders. A trumpet begins to play, and the two armies run to fight each other. Yee! Why did they do that? I really don't know. Ooh. At this moment, the Empire army is much smaller, and Thralny's army is quite big. The two armies stand at the walls, ready to kill each other. Thralny! Yes. You're gonna die now. I don't think so. Soldiers, attack! Attack! The leftovers of the two armies run to each other, screaming. Of terror, maybe, but probably to fight for justice, to fight for what they think is good. The battle takes some time. You keep watching until it is over. When it is finally finished, you turn away and walk back. The Empire didn't win. It was Thralny who won. The battle is over. There is nothing to see. To proceed to the Empire HQ, leave this place as you came here and walk to the Empire HQ as normal. Well, I think we'll probably investigate that in the next episode, after we finish up at Filverton, which we were just looking at. I did not expect that to happen. The guards you come across are very alert, and they look at you suspiciously. When you greet them, they draw their weapons. You don't. Eventually, they see you are no bad guys and leave you. The attack on the Empire HQ certainly stirred up the security here. Oh boy. Next episode, we'll continue looking through Filverton and then go to the Empire HQ. Oh boy, I did not expect that to happen. That'll be in the next episode, though. So, until then, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.